This is Dr. Peter Zelles, clinical psychologist in St. Paul, Minnesota. The last time I talked with you, it was about the fatigue we're experiencing from the COVID-19 pandemic, a crisis that's still ongoing. I was thinking about the courageous people from September 11th, 2001, and started thinking about the question of heroics. A hero is defined as a person noted for courageous acts or nobility of character, and who is regarded as a role model or ideal. In the time of the pandemic, along with social upheaval, environmental and economic crises, maybe it's time we started to act heroically. During World War II, the people at home heroically sacrificed. They rationed meat and sugar and rubber and fuel for a common good. They didn't act selfishly. They felt a mutual sense of purpose. They didn't think about freedom the way people are thinking about it now. They thought about heroics. The virtue of acting heroically is its own reward. In our years of plenty for so many people, we've lost contact with the idea about making sacrifice. That we might choose to not have something because having it would harm others, while to sacrifice would help others. It means making the distinction between defining freedom as I get to do whatever I want whenever I want, and defining freedom as still being linked to responsibility to others. Without this mutual responsibility, freedom is nothing but emptiness. Psychologically, responsibility and sacrifice create a meaning in life. It's its own reward. It's the difference between feeling helpless futility and feeling there's something we can do for others. In his epic book, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl, as a prisoner in a concentration camp, noted that even in the face of horrendous threat and crisis and danger, to have a reason to help others gave life meaning. We're at a tiring, painful point in this marathon. Many people are getting fatigued and doing things they know they shouldn't. They're meeting in tight groups, not wearing masks in public, flaunting the rules. Some of them say it's their freedom. It means they get to do this. Now it's time to start to act like heroes, to help others through this pandemic, and here's what that looks like. Remind friends and colleagues kindly that they need to do the right thing. Say, hey, remember, we all need to wear a mask here. I know it's hard, but it has to be done. Tell fellow students that the short-term fun of an unprotected party is not worth sacrificing the health of the community, their family and their friends and the vulnerable people who are relying on us all to be heroic and keep them safe. Reminding others that there's something bigger than ourselves at stake, and praising those who are doing the right thing, making a positive culture of acting heroically. Remember to thank the people who are doing the jobs that put them at risk. Medical staff, food workers in stores and kitchens, and food suppliers, and other service personnel. They deserve our gratitude. I said this previously, and it bears repeating. At this point in time, we have to recalibrate our sense of how long this thing is going on. We have several months to go. We'll start to see signs of hope as vaccines are rolled out and starting to be distributed, and it will take some time. Maintain hope because it supports our sense of purpose and keeps us moving toward the future. Be realistic because that keeps us from despair. Acting heroically in our community gives us a sense of purpose, helps others, stops us from dividing ourselves into black and white groups when we actually all need the same thing, a safe community filled with people who help each other. Take care of yourselves. That means doing the right thing, staying socially close but physically distant for safety, and staying connected with other people. I'll talk to you again soon.